Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirits, my intuition, and the tarot to communicate energies to you guys, beautiful viewers. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you are returning, I'm so blessed, so grateful for you coming back again. You guys are all so safe and welcome here in the space with me today. We are looking at the person on your mind, the person you came here about, and there's something quite significant this person has to say to you, all right? So what does this person have to say? Please keep in mind you could be tapping into your own energy, meaning something maybe that got left unsaid or just how you're feeling here in regards to the connection or this person. If that's the case, you might want to bump into another pile to find your person's energy, all right? Not every pile is going to have a message for you. Sometimes it's just your own energy, sometimes it's just your person's, and sometimes there's nothing here for you, and that's absolutely fine. Go find another reading that might speak to you, because this is for those of you guys who have someone that has something quite significant that they're wanting to tell you. All right, so 3 options we're going to pull from the Fairy Tale Tarot, the Inner Child Tarot cards, and then we'll pull 3 charms as well for each of these cards. Now, at any point, if you are called towards, we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Look at that. If at any point you're called towards any one of these cards, the timestamp will be in the description box and in the pinned comment below. Take you directly to your pick, 1, 2, and 3. We will reveal these for those of you guys needing a little bit more guidance to pull you into your pile. I will flip them around and we will pull charms as well. Okay, so pile 1, you guys have Rapunzel. And this is the Tower card. Rapunzel. All right. Pile number 2, you have the 9 of Crystals. That's the equivalent to the 9 of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. 9 of Pentacles. Hope you guys can see that. 1, 2, and then for pile 3, we have the 3 of Crystals, which is the 3 of Pentacles. All right, so if you're called to more than one, it could be your own energy, your person's energy, and maybe a blend of energies. Past, present, future energies might come through. So keep in mind, if you do tap into your own, then your person could be in another pile. Okay, so whatever you're needing to hear here, as long as it resonates for you, then Spirit has a message. So for option 1, we have the key. Beautiful. Skeleton key. I hope you guys can see that. Very ornate. It looks almost like a flower top here for this key. Where do we put that? Right there. Okay, option number 2. Your charm is this Brazilian flag. Okay. I do believe that's the Brazilian flag on a pendant of sorts. Okay, I'm not sure how that fits in, but we will see. Option number 3. We have the butterfly. Okay, I think it's this way. Butterfly for option number 3. All right, so I'm going to leave these like this. Actually, I'm going to put them a little lower here. And I will leave the screen running for a bit, and then you can select whichever one's calling to you, and I will see you guys at your pick. Hello, my beautiful pile 1. So I won't be doing really an energy check here at all, or communicating who this person is. So I do ask that you use your intuition here, okay? Because there's no way for me to tell whether this is your pile or not, because I want to keep these readings fairly short. My readings are getting long here, and I want to have a life outside of doing these readings here if I can. But I was called to do this reading, and I got to tell you, this Rapunzel card is probably the most powerful card I feel here that we could possibly get. out of this tarot pack here. So lots coming through with the Rapunzel. So if you guys are familiar with the fairy tale, Rapunzel has a mother and father, but while she was in utero, the father went and plucked some herbs from some enchantress garden, neighbor garden. And so he got caught, and he promised the life of his firstborn when she hits puberty, which is Rapunzel. So when Rapunzel hit puberty, the enchantress took the child into the tower and locked her up. And so she's never been in contact with anyone outside of this tower. So what's happening here is that the prince is coming, and he witnesses or hears the enchantress call out to Rapunzel, 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 let down your hair. She lets down her braid, and the enchantress goes and climbs the braid in order to get to Rapunzel, or inside the tower. Again, this is the tower card in the tarot. And so the prince hears Rapunzel through the window. She has a beautiful singing voice. She has beautiful long golden hair. So he goes, and one day the enchantress sees that this, I guess, prince is trying to get Rapunzel to let down her hair. So the enchantress cuts off Rapunzel's braid and puts Rapunzel into the desert. And so as the prince, thinking he's getting Rapunzel, he comes and says, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your braid. And it is the enchantress. And as the prince is climbing to get to the top, the enchantress lets go of the braid, and the prince falls, and he is absolutely blind. Okay, when he falls, he's blinded, and somehow him and Rapunzel come in contact in the desert and have a family and live happily ever after. So many deep layers here. Okay, sorry for the long, I could be like wrong on a couple of details or not explaining it exactly as such, but point being, a lot of ego is coming through with this card. Okay, so hair is a representation of ego. Same with the voice. Okay, and not until Rapunzel got to a certain age was she able to use her voice. And then, of course, the eyesight of the prince, also tying back to ego here. So the tower is where things fall apart. And not only was it until Rapunzel was free from the tower, the restrictions of the tower, was she able to come in contact with the prince and live happily ever after. So lots of deep layers here. I do feel there's a lot of ego coming through with this tower card, and I don't normally read the tower as ego, but this is how this is coming through. And this could be an awareness of limitations that are external to ourselves that keep us stuck, and foundations crumbling in order for there to be a new progress. Okay, and then we have the key, which is all about solutions and opening doors that might be closed. This is all about having the answer, finding the key, finding the solution to problems that might be stuck. It can also mean hidden knowledge. Okay, so that's a lot coming through. What are we looking at here? I shuffle the oracle cards. I've not looked at them. I asked Spirit Spirit asked me to do this reading because there's something significant here that the person on your mind wants to communicate. Okay, so what does this person want to tell you that is so significant here? It is a message that they want to get off their chest. I don't know if we're going to be seeing this from their higher self or from just what it is that they're wanting to tell you that they're consciously aware of. Please use your intuition here, okay? And if this sounds like your energy, then, like I said, your person could be in another pile, okay? So the fact that we had the voice coming through with Rapunzel finding her voice, I do feel like there's been challenge here with this person potentially communicating some sort of truth, which is why this is probably coming through as something that maybe has taken quite some time for them to acknowledge or realize, okay? Because again, Rapunzel kind of had to go through whatever in her life until she was an adolescent. So I do feel like there's time involved here. So what's going to help you here to know whether this is your person or not? I don't feel as though this is somebody who you've been involved with for a very short period of time. I do feel there's been quite some history here with this person, quite some time. Okay, let's take a look. So we have the goat. This gives me heavy Capricorn energy. The goat. It's also giving me ego energy. It's also giving me devil energy. We have the animal with 19 or the number 10. 10 is all about endings, just like the tower, clearing the playing field in order to make way for the new. The animal is all about instinct. It's also being in touch with our intuition and our instincts here. We have nirvana. Wow. Nirvana. And we have mask. Okay. And we have building blocks. Interesting. 28. Number 10 coming through again. We have lighten up. You're being asked to remember that life doesn't always have to be so serious. Yes, there are hard things happening. No, it's not always easy to be here on earth, but you can always find time to laugh, be silly, and have fun. It's so important that you do so. And we have the bobcat with climb. How can I go higher? Interesting. I do feel like putting that there. We have the acolyte with new projects and learning. Okay. And we have number 13. That's the death card in the tarot. We have grieving heart. Open doors to something new. Your reading is very synchronistic here. I'm not sure that I feel that like this so much. I'm not sure I feel that like that so much. Let's see. Okay. We have this intuitive oracle card. You're supposed to look at this and intuitively come up with what you're feeling here in this card. Someone looks quite stoic here. And then we have a heart with a gem, 2 wings, angel wings. And this person looks pretty decked out in gold. And then we have some tribal stuff going on here. It looks like a totem pole of sorts. Totem poles symbolize our ancestry. We have a bunch of shooting stars and the moon here. Okay, it says 20, the transformer. Affirmation, I transform myself as a caterpillar forms into a butterfly. Wow, that is what the death card is all about. That's also what I was kind of picking up from this Rapunzel card, the tower card, okay? We have 13, which is the death card. We have calcification here, 64, or the number 10 coming out for a 3rd time. Calcification. And we have unicorn. We have mid-heaven with pinnacle, 36, or the number 9. 9 is also about endings. 10 is more preparing for the new. 9 is kind of dealing with endings here, okay? 43 with 5th house, passion, or the number 7. So the 5th house represents romance, love, affairs, fertility, childlike spirit, self-expression, coming through with the voice here, also drama. Okay. We have dreams coming true. Wow, number 9. Dreams coming true. That's beautiful. I'm getting heavy Aquarius energy coming through. And then we have trickery here. And the green represents heart chakra in these chakra cards. Lots of green here as well. Heart chakra coming through. Okay, there is energy coming through quite clear, and then there's also stuff here that I'm going to have to tap into. So if you can just give me a little bit to tap into this energy, I will pull the tarot if we need to get clarification here what this person wants to communicate. Okay, so just give me a little bit here. I do feel that this way. Okay. Interesting. Let me talk through some of this, okay? And then we could kind of wrap up what the significant message is here as I kind of get to it, because there's quite a bit here going on. Just like the Rapunzel, I felt there was lots of layers here. I do feel like this person is acknowledging, and I feel as though this might be coming from this person's higher self, okay? This person is acknowledging where they haven't been in their authenticity, that they have been kind of steering out of ego. And this person is identifying where they've been very fixed and stuck with how they've been showing up here. Okay. This person does feel as though they have tried in their own sort of way here to build something here, and that their intentions here on building something with you is coming from a true place here, but they're acknowledging here that because of their inability to show up in their authentic self, it has caused you potentially here to not trust maybe what this person has offered you or has communicated or has done here. And so I feel like this person's message mostly is one to come through for you to see that they are not someone who has been trying to deceive you. They're not someone here who has been trying to pull the wool over your eyes. This person wants you to understand that they've been trying to reach a certain pinnacle here, okay, a certain point in this connection that they've been attempting or trying, and that their intentions are in a good spot here, that they do have pure intentions here, but that their ego, what they've experienced, how they've been showing up is very fixed here, and it's keeping things very, very, very stuck. So they are trying to understand certain parts of themselves in order to free them from this egoic sort of limitation that they've been in. This person sees you and this opportunity as something very special here, okay? One of a kind. I feel like they are distorted here in aligning what they're supposed to be doing for the greatest benefit of themselves in this connection. Because I don't feel as though, like, look how pixelated this unicorn looks. So I feel like there's an understanding that there's something very special here about you, about this connection, okay, with the unicorn. But I feel like this person's energy is very distorted here in knowing how to handle something like this. So I do feel like this person has been in an energy here of really serving their ego rather than serving their highest self and what they truly want here. And so I think this has caused lots of damage in this connection between you and this person. So the significant message here, I think maybe because of how they've showed up and what they've done and how they've acted, has left you in a place of mistrust, rightfully so, I feel here. And I don't know that this person wants that to be the case. I don't feel, and I mean, you could be saying, I don't really care what this person wants because they broke my trust. But that is kind of the flavor of what's coming through here. It's like this person wants you to know that everything that maybe they have told you here when their mask was not on, or whatever it was that you were sensing or feeling here, has been in truth. has been from a very genuine spot within them, and that this person does see you and this connection as something that is very beneficial. But I feel like this person has a very difficult time in allowing themselves to receive and accept something like this, because I do feel like this person feels like this connection is too advanced, too ascended, too good for this person at this point in time. So I do feel a self-sabotage here, and I do feel a very fixed energy, and I do feel someone who is heavy in ego, and I do feel someone who sees the benefit of a connection but allows their own sort of ways, unhealthy ways, to come in the way, and it has caused them to be stuck. But not only stuck in this connection, I feel stuck in life. I feel like this person is stuck in life. This person is wanting to move forward and open the door to experience new things. I do feel like, opening the door to something new. We have this scroll is still wound up, is yet to be open, kind of as a future map, a future plan, new projects and learning. How do I climb higher? They're wanting to, but I feel like the process is going to be them having to take off illusions, mask, ego. And so if this person is in devil energy and stuck and fixed on things, it's going to take quite some time here for them to build something on truths rather than something built on egos. So I think what this person wants you to say from their higher self is, despite what they've done, there's an acknowledgement here that you might feel fooled or tricked by this person, or that they did something here on purpose to hurt you, and that's not really the case. And so this person feels bad. They want you to feel better. Because there is something genuine and true here that you understood, and that it is true and genuine, although in their action here, I feel like they might have presented in a different way, which is very hurtful. So I don't necessarily know that this person is coming through saying, please, please forgive me. More so that this person's significant message here is, please understand that what you believed here, the magic that you sensed or whatever it was, because I do feel there's magic and fairy tale coming through quite strong here. So there's something fantastical, magical, fairy tale like that's been experienced here between you and this person, and that your instincts are accurate, and that this person's desire and their intentions were definitely aligned and pure with what it was that you were sensing. So I don't know if some of you guys might have felt like you were going crazy or doubted this person's genuineness, because again, this is coming from their higher self. Okay, so but there is recognition here that ego was definitely in play, and that if you were questioning whether this person had any sort of romantic feelings for you or had any love, that is coming through quite strong with the Ten of Cups and this passion here, fifth house, which is all about romance and love. So I feel like they understand there's a potential that never got reached, and that, that there's a potential that never got reached here between you and this person here. And that things are very stuck due to their own ego and their inability to be authentic. So I'm going to pull some tarot just to see, what is this significant message here that pile one's person is wanting to communicate to pile one? What is this significant message coming from pile one's person, the person they came here about? What is this very significant message pile one's person is wanting pile one to know right here, right now? What is this message about? I feel this one. Okay. All right, I'm going to read them as they come out here. We'll pick up energy. So if there are any reversals, no need to panic so much. It'll be mostly the energy here that we're picking up. So what do we have? Page of Swords. And I don't read bottom of the deck in reverse. So Page of Swords. This could be an immature energy here, okay? Because pages are all about infancy stage. Someone who is learning, but with the sword specifically, is someone who is very curious, who's learning and understanding about themselves or understanding about a situation here. So I do feel like there is questions this person is asking more about how they showed up and trying to understand a part of themselves here that I think they've been disconnected from. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Hermit here, because I am sensing more of an introverted type approach rather than an extroverted, although the Page of Swords is not very introverted. This is communication, and this is coming forward with communication. So, I mean, very fitting here that this person is wanting to communicate something here. So let's see how this plays in. Six of Wands, it's also communication. Okay, so we might be getting a message. Although Six of Wands, sorry, I'm reading this as an Eight of Wands only because of the way that the wands are sitting here, which is communication. Six of Wands is the victory card, but it's ego. Okay, this is how we are perceived by others. And so it controls how we act. It controls how we think or what we say. I feel like this person was controlled by ego and how they'd be perceived, which controlled what they were communicating to you and their actions. So instead of being in truth, because this sort of truth is bent, I think this person was not in their authenticity, and they knew that they weren't acting in their greatest truth. They knew they weren't communicating a great truth here. And it was stemming from ego, which I feel you guys probably already know this. So I don't know, this person's wanting you to know this, maybe confirmation. Okay, but I do still see Eight of Wands sitting here with communication. So we're going to see how that plays into your reading here. All right, so we have the Fool in reverse. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. We have the Hanged Woman in the uprights. Pisces energy. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. And we have the Justice in reverse, Libra energy. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And the Peacock here. Peacock is pride. It's also ego. I think this person is very heavy in some ego here, okay? And then the Ace of, is this the Ace? No, sorry, Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is in reverse, but you do see the sort of truth here. And then we see Four Swords. Okay. Just give me a little bit here. Their message to you. Because I feel as though you might not know fully yet that this person understands the impact that they had based on their actions and what they did or did not say to you. But I feel like this person is understanding this, okay? They're slowly understanding this, although I don't think you see anything or you see any action from this person. I think they are getting the information here. The Hangman is all about getting enlightened and seeing things completely from a different perspective here. Although Hangman is in limbo, no movement, and calcification is also where things kind of get stuck, no movement. So I feel like what they're really understanding here is the fact that this person, one, I feel like they feel very foolish here, okay? They feel foolish, and I think it controlled how they acted. I feel like this person did not allow themselves to do what they authentically, intuitively, instinctually wanted to do. Okay, so I feel like what they did was they sold themselves out, is kind of how this person is thinking right now. It's like with the Ace of Cups, this is not being authentic with what we emotionally feel would fulfill us. We don't stand in authenticity, what we truly emotionally feel. We don't have the self-worth and the ability to follow up on allowing ourselves to have a new emotional beginning, because we do something here that's foolish. So we sabotage a new beginning where we want to emotionally align ourselves. We don't put forward whatever the energy, effort, dedication here towards making something happen. We don't pursue it. We cause a lot of imbalance, injustice. We can't give to a situation in a balanced way. And so I feel like there's a heaviness here of karma. And I feel like this person feels cowardly. I feel like this person feels almost like the energy they're telling you here is they were unable to make themselves available in the energy that they were sitting in order for things to work out. So if they were to show up in the energy that they were in, which is heavy in ego, and this is what they want to communicate to you, if they were to show up and take that chance when that opening was available, they would cause a lot of disappointment here, and whatever you would have experienced here would have been something here that isn't very pleasant, because it would have been an untruth, and it would have been them acting in an energy here that is not aligned with their authentic self. So I feel like this person did not want you to have to experience this, although I feel like you have been experienced disappointment. But I feel like whatever it was that you were promised or hopeful for, or whatever opening you felt here in this connection that didn't go down that path, or was cut short, or that this person sabotaged in some way, it was because of the fact that they were making themselves unavailable here to this connection and the energy that they sat in, because this was sort of protecting you from the energy they were sitting in, which I don't feel is authentic. So there could have been more damage done to you and to them that would have required more to get past, okay, or more to heal from, if this connection or this partnership continued on in that energy. So this person wants you to understand this, and this is kind of like divine protection here from someone who was not seeing their own self-worth, who traded their own happiness for ego, or what they perceived would be more, I don't know, something that would protect them in a way, rather than them being vulnerable and open in this connection and take a chance. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, communication. So this this Page of Swords has a bent sword here. This Knight of Swords has a more pointed sword, and the Knight of Swords is one who's able to face a challenge and communicate truth. So I feel like this person is wanting to come forward with some communication here to you as well, okay? And wants to clear the air here. But I feel like if things are stuck, it's because this person is still gaining a full understanding of whatever energy that they were in here, and they don't want to come forward with the same energy to cause more sort of conflict here between you guys. Because I feel like the conflict impacted you, but I feel it also really impacted this person. So they're choosing to kind of remain in their distance here. But I do sense that there is not really over here, because I feel like karma here is this person wanting to come forward with setting the record straight. Because I don't feel like this person wants you to have an understanding of who they are. This one kind of fell sideways. I'm going to leave this like that. That's the Eight of Cups in horizontal position. So, Spirit, what more does pile number 1 need to know in regards to what the person they came here about? What is this significant message they're wanting pile 1 to know? Am I missing anything? Anything pile 1 is still questioning here. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Why is this Eight of Cups here in the horizontal position? We have the Page of Wands in reverse. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And then finally, why is this Ace of Pentacles here? We have the Nine of Wands, and we have the King of Swords in reverse. And under that, we have the Knight of Swords again showing up. So it's interesting. We saw the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords. Now we're seeing the King of Swords. Your person might be heavy in an energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and air energy. And if that's not their dominant 3, like their sun, moon, or rising sign, I feel like this person is someone who's quite intellectual and potentially mind over heart. But I do feel like this person is having to get from a page sort of status to come into some sort of king status. And I feel like this person the only way to become a king is for them to understand their ego and for them to understand more about themselves here, because I feel like this person is still learning about themselves and letting a lot of their own ego with how they're perceived by others and their pride get in the way of how they act, which is not aligned to their authentic instinctual desires here. Okay, so this person wants to come forward and acknowledge that they've been cold. But I feel like what this person needs to do and what they're showing here is that in order to do this, this person must walk away from a part of themselves here that I feel like emotionally they're needing to see as something that is hindering or damaging or no longer part of who they are, in order for them to be available to communicate and go after emotionally what does fulfill them. But I feel like your person's in the process of doing this. So I don't feel like they fully walked away, but I feel like there's a recognition that this isn't going to serve this person. At least mentally, this person acknowledges this, that emotionally they're not fulfilled, kind of remaining in the position that they are, that it's keeping them very stuck here. So this is all kind of a stuck energy here with the Knight of Pentacles and this Page of Wands are in reverse. It's like not following their desires, not exploring what it is that they want because they feel stuck. And so in order to do this, they have to let go with this Four of Pentacles in reverse. It's like let go of parts of themselves here that have been very stuck, have been very fixed. But it would require them walking away in order for them to have a new beginning, to allow themselves to build something for themselves. So I feel like this person is in defensive mode. I feel like this person has experienced something quite profound in this lesson here of dealing with you that has left them kind of guarded here, but also understanding that they need to protect what it is that they desire a little bit better here. Because I do feel like this person allowed other things to kind of get in the way of them attaining what they want. And I feel like what they wanted here was to stand in their authenticity and have a balanced come together with you. And I don't feel they did. I feel like they showed up in a way that is not representative of who they truly are authentically. And so I feel like this person is having to sit in this sort of karma. Now, I don't ever do the readings, what's this person's karma for hurting you, because I feel like we're all in our karma for doing things here. But what I'm really getting from this reading is this person is sitting through some sort of karma here for what has happened, because I do feel like this person feels like they've let you down or that they hurt you in some way. There's the Five of Swords in reverse. And the reason, their reasoning here is because had they showed up in this unauthentic way to carry out any further, there would have been more damage to you and to this person. So it's almost like this is meant to happen in order to shake this person up so that they could free themselves, so they could walk away from parts of themselves here that I feel they've been in for quite some time. But they needed to acknowledge this and they needed to experience this, because only they can plant the seed for their own future here in order to have a new beginning, which I feel this person wants to do. Okay, but I feel like this person is conflicted and challenged in communicating this directly to you, because I feel like this person is still kind of licking their wounds. But I also feel this Nine of Wands is someone who is resilient, who hasn't yet thrown in the towel. So I don't feel this person has yet thrown in the towel. I do see this person wanting a new beginning here, but I do feel like this person is having to deal with something still here. Okay, so it's kind of giving you a status update as to where this person is at. Yeah, like the Sun in reverse. Ego card, okay, and the shadow attributes. So ego got in the way. And when I say ego, I mean, I don't know. I've had so many conversations with people in regards to this. Ego could simply be on any side of the spectrum. Ego is ego, where we could be too much in a lack of self-confidence that ego is bad, right? Like if we feel like we'll be hurt by another, so we don't reach out, that's ego. If we say, I'll let this person reach out to me because I've done this, that, the other, and so on and so forth, that is ego, right? When we're more concerned about how we feel in ourselves, it's ego most times, 99.999% of the time. So ego doesn't necessarily mean someone cocky or arrogant, although I do feel like this person, what I am getting is lots of pride in the way, okay? I just felt like I had to mention the other side of the ego, even though I wasn't picking that up from this person. I sometimes get that from people who think they're not in ego and they're also in ego because they mirror their person, but they're on the other side, which is they're not allowing themselves to see that someone with pride or someone in shadow aspect is not, is equally as egotistical as someone who complains about how someone else hurt them or that someone else owes them something, because no one owes you anything. Okay, no one owes you anything. So I'm not telling you that. I'm just ranting here because I like to rant sometimes. Someone needed to hear it. Okay, so this is what I see here. But what I wanted to get at before I went off on a tangent here, I feel like the sun is rising. Like, I don't feel like seeing this, like this person doesn't feel like whatever's happened here is over. But the timing was not right. I feel divine timing coming into play, that the sun is still rising, that the clarity is still coming, because we saw the hangman, which is someone getting enlightened, someone needing to see clearly, because with the page of swords, and that sword was kind of bent, I feel like they weren't seeing clearly because they were distorted. Like I said, they were very distorted in how they saw you and how they saw the situation, and they let that kind of lead them. Although instinctually, I feel there was a lot of desire. They didn't pursue. They didn't take risk with the Fool in reverse. And so I feel like as the clarity comes, the hangman getting enlightened, seeing things differently, it will allow them to know what is of value, where they can plant potential. But they're kind of on guard right now, and I feel a stuck energy, okay? I do feel your person's more King of Swords, though. Or they're not quite in the king energy, but they're going from kind of page knight sword, page knight king energy. So that is ascension. That is graduating from, someone who might be quite immature in ego to understanding logically a different perspective of something here. And I don't know necessarily that this person's in tune with emotions so much, okay? I think that's something that they're having to experience and develop, and this is probably why they experience this. So this is what I have for you guys, pile 1. I hope this resonated for you. If you were drawn to another pile because this sounds more like your energy than your person, I will see you there. If not, then bless you, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. Wow. Okay, so we have the 9 of crystals, which is the equivalent to the 9 of pentacles. Heavy Christmas theme here, coming with the Christmas tree, the stockings. That could be quite significant. I mean, if you're watching at the time of the posting, we just came out of Christmas. But it could be, I don't know, a birthday and anniversary. Here's confirmation for someone here, but something quite significant around Christmas time. And maybe, I don't know, you met this person around Christmas, or maybe there was something expected around Christmas, but there's lots of Christmas energy here coming. Also blessings. Okay, but 9 of Pentacles is one of being successful, being independent in our own right, on our own, okay? But what's interesting is I got this Brazil pendant charm for your reading. So at first I was like, what the heck, what the heck is this? And then so much came kind of flooding through. So the green represents the flora and fauna in the Brazilian flag, okay, and that's the vegetation, the forestry, and then the animals there, okay, and then of course we have the globe here with the stars. So I mean, the globe, that's the world it's showing, and the world is all about, well, it could mean distance and travel, could mean the internet here, but the world is always concluding some sort of cycle, and the stars are all about wishes and hopes and desires. So Brazil, the Brazil flag, I mean, it could be literal. I mean, someone here could certainly be from Brazil, but their language they speak is Portuguese. So any one of those things could be resonating for you here in this reading. Okay, so very interesting. We have a bunch of mushrooms here and oak leaves. Yes, oak leaves and mushrooms. So I always speak about the oak tree and being one that's very sturdy and takes quite some time to develop. So I'm going to tie this back to flora and fauna. Okay, so why I was bringing that up was that is the fairy tale. I don't know why I didn't mention it. The whole point that's the fairy tale of Sleeping Beauty. And the whole thing with the Sleeping Beauty theme there is, you know, that pure love conquers everything, but also not to rush. Not to rush, because it takes time. And that's what these oak leaves here with the acorns are showing me. And then we have snails. So all good things take time. And then we have these two toads here. I don't know if you guys could see that. And the toad with the fairy tale is when we kiss the toad turns into a prince. Or the prince turned into a toad. For whatever reason, I don't know how the fairy tale goes, but the princess kisses the toad and then the toad turns into a prince. But either which way, lots of layered messages here, which is interesting because I was getting for pile 1 as well, just from the one card, lots coming through. So how many stockings do we have here? 9. And we have 8, 9 candles is giving me 9 of Wands energy. 9 of Wands is the spiritual warrior who's gone through quite the battle, who hasn't quite surrendered yet. And I feel this little dwarf here, or whatever, this little dwarf is holding a candle, Ace of Wands, and then reading a book. So an open book is all about knowledge and understanding, and an Ace of Wands is all about inspired action, passion. Okay, let's get to this reading. What are we looking at? Pile 2. Spirit wanted me to do this reading because there's someone here who has something quite significant that they're wanting you to know. It's a significant message coming from the person you came here about. Okay, so the person you came here about has something significant that they're wanting you to know, and Spirit wants you to know what this is. So this could be coming from their higher self or just from themselves here. I don't know what we're going to see, but I do ask that you use your own intuition, because I am not going to do an energy check, so there's no way for me to tell whether this is the person you came here about. Use your own sort of intuition. What you will see, feel, or hear to confirm that this is your person and this is their message to you, okay? So we have 19 with flexible, an egg, and then someone doing a handstand here. 19 reduces to the number 10. And 10 is all about concluding something in order to start anew, which is what the world was meaning here. So, okay, and same with the egg. It's a rebirth here energy that I'm getting. Same with this energy. Although it's Christmas, it's kind of like we prepare for the new year. So I feel like there's something new coming in here. New energy that someone's preparing for. Okay, protect. You're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. It's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. We have abundance with this conch shell and a gold strand of pearl beads coming from the shell. Okay. We have forgiveness. This is giving me kind of fool energy as this person takes a leap. Forgiveness. Flexible. Abundance. Okay, we have liberate. That's certainly this energy. What reminds me I'm free. Prairie smoke. So we have some prairie smoke flowers. Liberate. Okay. We have the Queen, determination and sacrifice. Look at that. A crown, and then the sword of truth here. A bunch of flowers. The Queen, determination and sacrifice. We have one with hurt heart. I see you. Okay. 10 also reduces to 1. And the first house is all about beginnings, first impressions. But I'm feeling more of a new beginning here again. And the same with the Fool, is a new beginning. 13 is the Death card, which makes way for a new beginning as well. The Initiator. I overcome resistance and do what must be done now, with the affirmation. And that's what it looks like. So this is the intuitive oracle cards. You're supposed to use your intuition to pull out whatever's speaking to you here. So we have a bunch of stars. Stars give me Aquarius energy. That's hopes and wishes. And then we have someone here with a sword, and then, I don't know, it's like they have fire coming out of their other hand here. Initiator. I overcome resistance and do what must be done now. Okay. And we have Sun Splendor. And this is card 53. Or the number 8. 8 is the strength in the tarot, which could be Leo energy. I do always get kind of a 10 of cups from this card, which is full emotional fulfillment and bliss here. Sun's Splendor. Very positive card. We have the Dolphin, lots of compassion. This is water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy coming through with the Dolphin. Yes, I'm getting lots of compassion and love, unconditional love coming from the Dolphin. So we have debilitated with discomfort, 14, or the number 5. And so we see all these spirally stairs going up. Debilitated and discomfort. Spirally stairs ascending. We have Descendant with invitation, 37. And the number 10 coming out again. 10 is preparing for a new beginning. Closure. Descendant and invitation. Invitation. I'm getting something new and exciting. Okay, we have Passion. That's that Ace of Wands I was picking up here. Passion. And look, she's also reading from an open book. And here, this elf person or whatever, this gnome, is looking down, reading. And then in this one, this person looks like they're reading, but looking up from their book and communicating it to someone else. And we see the sun here in the background. Okay, let me see if you can see that. If that's... No, that's not good. How about here? Can you see it's here? Yes, okay. We have Find Balance in card number 2. We have another book here. Book's all about knowledge. Book also gives me Hierophant energy. Hierophant is all about higher level learnings, commitments, what we value, or knowledge. Taurus energy from the Hierophant. We have a ring, we have a cup, we have an hourglass, we have what looks like, I don't know, like a baby wrapped up. And babies always remind me of new beginnings, birth. And then we have, it looks like a tulip. Okay. So we have 40, the dead end. 40, the dead end. Okay. And then we have Hermit Crab. Hermit in the tarot is all about introspection. Virgo energy, and then the crab, of course, is Cancer energy, and crabs have shells that keep them protected here. Although this hermit crab, it most of the time is actually not under a shell. It can move from any sort of object that it uses as its home, as its shell, and it comes out and is vulnerable and exposed, and then it goes into whatever is sort of, whatever they can use as a shell as protection here. Okay, so interesting energy. I'll pull tarot in a bit, but let me just tap into what it is, what is very significant here that this person wants you to know. I'm going to flip this one like this. Initiator. I overcome resistance and do what must be done now. Okay, let me also talk through this one because there's kind of a lot here going on in some way. I do get kind of something being a little bit frustrating here, like circles, doing circles or something cyclical, okay? What I get with these kind of spirally stairs, and then we get a lot of kind of these circles. So I don't know if you've been doing a lot of circles with someone here, and maybe it's been a long time to get to a certain point here. It's taking quite some time. And maybe this person has been taking quite some time to get very clear here about what their intentions are, what their intentions are here. I feel like this person has been in protective mode. And what this person wants you to know here is that you've been very open here energetically with this person. And I think they recognize your unconditional love, your dedication, and your sacrifice to them. However, you have been showing up despite, I feel here, mega disappointment. And I feel it's been mega disappointment because this person could not provide a level of certainty here, stemming from the fact that I feel this person was trying to protect themselves from maybe re-experiencing something that would hurt them or could hurt them. This person does want you to know that there is a lot of passion here and that they do see potential in this connection, whatever it is that I feel you've seen or experienced here as an understanding or a knowing in potential of this connection. I feel like this person understands this. This person wants you to understand their significant message here is that they can see what you've kind of sacrificed here of yourself openly, not being too concerned with exposing yourself in a way I feel like what's coming through is that you didn't expose yourself in a way here that, I don't know, like maybe you feel like you were vulnerable with this person or you exposed yourself in a genuine way that was kind of all for nothing. And I feel like this person wants you to know that it wasn't all for nothing, that this person took away from whatever vulnerable state that you were in, your true authentic way of being, your compassion and your ability to be exposed and raw and open has allowed this person to see things differently. And so I feel like this person wants forgiveness because they were unable to, I feel, reciprocate or acknowledge or let you know how much value you absolutely bring to this person's life. I think this person looks at you with awe. I think this person understands a lot about themselves from just watching you or having you in their life. I feel like this person feels discouraged because I feel like this person wanted to be something for you, and maybe this person felt like they took you for a ride, but that was never their intention. I feel like this person is showing here that maybe you felt like this person, although you saw potential here, that this person was incapable of doing more than what they've done. And so you might have given up on this person in some way, and that they don't blame you. That this person feels like they've hit some sort of wall within themselves, or at least in their own experience here, that's kept them from moving forward, from allowing them to have a new beginning. And maybe they've been in this energy when you met them, and that they've been trying to untangle themselves, because I feel this person's been pretty tripped up here previous to you, which has led them to be in sort of a more guarded energy here. And that's watching you and your ability to be vulnerable and open and genuine and compassionate, despite this person's presentation here, I feel has made them see things a little bit differently, has freed them from any sort of restriction here that they've been held back by. But I feel like this person is still trying to undo some sort of tangled energy that they're tangled up in. This person wants you to know that you've been more than what they deserve here. I feel like this person most likely idolizes you or puts you on a pedestal here, like you've been somebody who has showed up for this person, and you could have very well bent over backwards for this person here at some point in time. This person wants you to know that they're not going to just kind of give in to where they got stuck. This person wants you to know that no matter how many cycles or whatever is going on, that might feel as though it feels like they're going backwards, or sometimes it feels like this person might feel very limited in some way, that this person wants you to know that they will continue to do what they need to do here in order to free themselves from any experience here that's left them feeling very stuck, which I don't feel is anything to do with you so much as this person's inability to make themselves available and free. But I do feel like this person sees a lot of abundance and potential and happiness and bliss. But I feel like this person feels like they weren't prepared to give you a balanced energy here. I'm going to pull some tarot because it seems a little choppy and I'm not quite sure what this significant message is, but I feel like there's something here that's a little more profound that needs to come through. So I'm going to ask Spirit for a clear and concise message here for pile number 2. What is this significant message pile number 2's person is wanting pile 2 to know right here, right now? Spirit, please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. And thank you so much, pile number 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I am truly blessed. Thank you so, so much. What is pile 2's person want pile 2 to know? 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. Why is this 7 of Pentacles here, Spirits? The Lovers. Why is this 2 of Pentacles here? We have the Empress. Beautiful. I was feeling that from the Dolphin. Lots of abundance, unconditional love, compassion. This card kind of flipped around. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, in the bottom of the deck energy, we have the 3 of Cups. So if you and this person are in a no contact, I feel like this person wants to come forward with making things better, with reconciliation here with the 3 of Cups. I feel like this person is telling you they're incapable or have been incapable of finding balance between you and them with the 2 of Cups, and that something else was getting in the way here, and that they were distracted by another energy, be it a person, thing, or whatever it was. And it could be their lack of confidence here in being who they needed to be, or just, again, putting you on a pedestal of sorts, but not being clear in their intention of what they were wanting or capable of providing here. So I feel like it kept things kind of very light. Like I feel like things never really got deep or progressed to its full potential here, because this person, I feel like, potentially had their brakes on this connection. And so a big element of putting in what it would take in order to make this flourish here is what was really missing with the Seven of Pentacles and this Eight of Pentacles. And potentially you watered this connection despite there being a lot of uncertainty from this person here. And that this person sees you as someone who chose to give to this connection and dedicate yourselves from an unconditional place. But that in order for things to flourish here, that things would have to be balanced. And I do feel like this person feels as though you are above them in some way, or you have more to offer in this connection than they do. This person feels very, very tied to you and connected to you, but is uncertain how they would bring balance. And I feel like this person has not given up on this connection. I feel like this person wants you to know that they're very passionate about this connection and what they're seeing as potential, what they want or can do in this connection. Because I feel like this person understands there's something they could create and something that could be birthed here with all these new beginnings. I feel like this person wants a new beginning, wants to come together to have a new beginning. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So this person recognizes that this connection has been very stuck. And if it was moving, I feel it's been very, 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 very slow. And this person was getting in the way from going from a Three of Cups to a Two of Cups purposefully in some way by some sort of self-sabotage here. We have a Ten of Pentacles here, and this, like I said, always gives me Ten of Cups. So I feel like this person sees ultimate potential here. This is ultimate fulfillment, two families coming together for the long-term commitment, long-term happiness, stability. And look at this palm tree, all about stability. So I feel like this person understands something for the long term here that hasn't yet taken root. I'm going to pull some more because I don't know necessarily what this person's main message here to you. I do feel like there's an acknowledgement of your role and an acknowledgement of them having to take some sort of action here in an area that's been very stuck. And in order to do this, they'd have to reconcile or just have a new beginning here. But, I mean, I don't know. Is this a new, world? That's this. And the world is where we conclude. Because what I was about to say before this world popped out was, I don't know, do they want a new beginning to repeat another cycle here? To do spirals, and I don't feel that's what this person wants at all, because I feel like this person understands that the spirals have left them kind of all tangled up here and led to a dead end where they'd have to be a fool again and repeat a cycle and experience same things here. And I don't know if you've experienced with this person, or maybe they've experienced this in other connections where they repeat and hit a dead end, and then maybe get into another connection and repeat with the Three of Cups. That's keeping things kind of in that state. But the world is concluding a cycle, so we don't repeat it. So we can have a new beginning, a new phase in our life that's completely different than anything we've experienced here, because we put things to bed that no longer serve us. So this person wants you to know that they're closing out a cycle here of however it is that they've been being here that's been destructive to this connection, that hasn't allowed for progress in this connection, that hasn't, I don't know, I feel like hasn't really recognized you maybe out in the open here, because I feel like this person is recognizing sort of a sacrifice or a dedication that you've given with compassion, without expectation. I feel here you've made some sort of sacrifice, and I feel like this person has not. And we see the Empress and abundance. Empress is Taurus energy. Empress is the most abundant card in the tarot that you could pull. So I feel like this person maybe feels right now you're closed off. Yes, and with the hermit crab, I feel like this person feels like you are now guarding your heart. That wherever you were compassionate, wherever you were showing compassion, it might be off the table here. And so I think this person recognizes they've hit a dead end, or they've done it to themselves and tied themselves up in knots, and that they're needing to close something out here because I overcome resistance and do what I must. I overcome resistance and do what must be done now. I feel like this person understands divine timing is certainly in play here, and there's something they're having to take action because things would not and have not yet progressed with that Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And so the Three of Cups is an acknowledgement of reconciling, is acknowledging of having to acknowledge something here in order to conclude something. Knight of Wands, and I don't read bottom of the deck in reverse. Knight of Wands is where we take action, where we take inspired action. It's quick moving energy with the Knight of Wands. But the Knight of Wands is kind of a act now, think later type energy. Lots of passion. And Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Pentacles. This person feels like maybe you're not making yourself available here, or maybe you're no longer, I don't know, on the market or free to be single to them in some way. Let's see what we see. We have the Four of Swords in reverse. We have the Magician, so that is Virgo and Gemini energy. We have the Hermit, more Virgo energy in reverse. And we have the Four of Wands. That's my 1111 card. Four of Wands is union, coming together. We have the Two of Swords. And we have the Star, Aquarius energy. Hopes, wishes. I feel like your person is acknowledging something here. And I'm feeling it's kind of like how they're seeing you and also what they're acknowledging in themselves. I feel like this person understands that in order to manifest something here, they're going to have to take action. And that I feel like this person is saying something like they weren't insightful enough here. Have not been insightful enough here in order to make a decision and take quick action and to choose this connection. That the reason why things have been very stuck here is because they weren't capable here of having the introspection and doing the healing that they were needing to do in order to manifest something here. But that there is a desire and a hope here to come together to build stability, to have union. This could be the marriage card. This is two families coming together to build stability. And so I feel like this person's stalemate here kept things very stuck. And that there's a recognition that in order for them to heal, or in order for them to attain this, there'd have to be healing done. And in order to heal, there has to be some introspection done on self, reflecting. But I feel like this person did not feel like they were in this energy enough in order to manifest here with the Magician. So I do feel like this person is concluding something out here. And I feel like what they're concluding out here is a stalemate. An inability to self-reflect here, an inability to acknowledge what they want here for the long term. And to take action towards something that would stand the test of time here with, we saw the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, we see the Ten of Cups. So that is long-term sort of vision, hope, and desire here for this person, but it would have to mean them taking action in order to manifest. So I'm going to pull just a little bit more here because I feel like I'm maybe not seeing something that they're wanting to communicate. So Spirit, What am I missing here for pile number 2's person? What are they wanting to communicate here? What am I missing? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. Another layer here as to what this person is wanting to communicate. What do they want pile 2 to know? We have the Page of Wands, and that one flipped around a million times. We have the Four of Cups. We have the Seven of Swords. Why is this Page of Wands here? We have the Devil in reverse. We have the King of Cups. And finally, why is this Seven of Swords here? We have Strength. And we have the Five of Cups. Under that, we have the Empress coming out again. Taurus energy. I'm going to flip that one around. Capricorn energy. And then we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy here. And Leo. Okay. So this person is coming through with regrets here. They're looking back on how they acted or did not act here, because I feel there was indecision with the Two Swords coming out again. And this person has a sword behind their back because there was something they weren't communicating to you. So it was idle, and they're looking back on regret on this, okay? They do definitely see you as this Empress. I mean, that keeps coming out. This is divine feminine energy. Beautiful, abundant, compassionate, unconditional love here. And this person is acknowledging here their inability to go after what they wanted here with this Page of Wands was because of devil energies that they were in. And devil is always, when we're talking about we feel bound to something, stuck. Devil energy is toxic behaviors, addictions, obsessions, just ways of being here that has us stuck. So I feel like this person is acknowledging that whatever it was that you were offering here, because I feel like you were offering this person a cup, their Three of Cups got in the way. Now we were getting that with the Three of Cups. Whatever this devil energy was, third party. Okay, and some of you guys addiction, some of you guys could be person or thing here that was getting in the way of this person. Really reflecting here with, again, the Hermit, the Four of Swords, them needing to do the introspection here in order to get very clear. So this person is expressing their emotions. This person is expressing their love. This person is understanding how they feel here. But this person is telling you that in order to connect to this and to acknowledge where they've been kind of not upfront, they're needing to face some courage here with the Strength card. This is all about us looking within here, facing our fears, and being able to communicate truth and look our fears in the face in order for us to move forward. And so I feel like this person is doing this right now. And this is what they're concluding here, because there's a strong recognition here that they haven't manifested something and that you've experienced rejection and disappointment because of the fact that they've been in this other energy. So this person is trying to find balance. We have find balance. We have a balance card here. This person still kind of sees you as someone who's just more elevated than them, okay? This person most likely puts you on a pedestal, but I feel this person feels very connected to you. And I feel like this person doesn't want to do cycles with you on and on and on again, because I feel like this person really wants to end any sort of cyclical patterns and pain that has left them feeling like trapped and has left you feeling like you're experiencing the same thing with this person over and over again. So lots of hope, healing, desire for future here from this person. But at the same time, this person understands that it's something within them that they're having to really deal with here in order to set them free from their own limitation. And the significant message here is they want you to understand that they acknowledge how you've showed up here in this connection, despite how this person's showed up. And so there is a request here to forgive this person with the Three of Cups. And this forgiveness, when they step forward here, wanting to have you understand that their intention was never to hurt you, and their intention was never to have you sacrifice yourself in some way here, and that their intention was always to find balance between you and this person. And so if they've been guarded and if they've rejected you in any sort of way, it's nothing to do with their reflection of yourself, but them trying to find, to make themselves available so they could be a little more flexible here in this connection to you, because they do see a lot of potential here and a lot of growth and a lot of stability that could be had. And I feel like this person wants to come forward with an invitation, but they don't want to come forward until they wrap up what they need to and they detangle themselves from whatever it is that they've built. Because I feel like they have a mess that they've tangled themselves up in, and that they don't want to get you tangled up in this mess. And if you have been, I feel this person wants you to know that you don't need to be tangled in their mess, and this is why they have not yet maybe taken action here. Okay, that you are free here, free from getting hurt, and that this person does see you in your beauty and your abundance, and that however they have showed up is not a reflection of who you are. That any sort of rejection maybe that you feel here is not something that stemmed from how you showed up. That is definitely something from their own web that they're needing to untangle. So this is what I have here for you guys. Pile number 2. I hope this resonated for you, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my beautiful. Pile number 3. You picked the 3 of crystals, which is the equivalent to the 3 of pentacles in the traditional tarot. And then we have the butterfly. And as you guys probably know, butterflies talk about the transformation from going from a caterpillar to a butterfly. But butterflies also signify freedom. Okay. And this card here, we have snails up at the top, acorns, and oak leaves, and mushrooms. So I believe this was in the border of pile 2 as well, if only if you resonate. But there is something coming through with timing here, something that's taken quite some time in order for something to transform. Okay, because the acorns and the oak leaves, when you plant the acorn, take a very long time for that oak tree to grow. But an oak tree is very solid and stable here. Okay, 3 of Pentacles is all about working together. And it looks like here these people, these kids are having a lot of fun. So this is working together, but having a lot of joy and fun here and coming together and working together. All right, so let's see what we get here for you guys. Now, I did ask, or Spirit had asked me to do this reading about, your person having to say something significant here to you. So I don't know what this is, but it is something quite profound, significant, that they're wanting you to know, the person on your mind. If this sounds like your energy, then your person that you're coming here about could be in a different pile, which sometimes happens here. Okay, so because I'm not really communicating who this person is or doing an energy check, I will ask that you use your own intuition, what you will see, feel, or hear, to determine whether this is the message for you today. Okay, don't make it fit. We have All That Glitters with 16, or the number 7. And we have 2 masks here. We have Connection. And that was these little mushrooms here. Mushrooms talk all about interconnection, interconnectivity. So we have connection here with these puppet strings. We have Choice at a crossroads. It says you're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition. Eliminate everyone else's input and feel your way into the choice that is right for you. The time is now. And we have Map here with Compass Plant. Which course takes me home? Interesting. Which course takes me home? Map. Okay. And we see a door here with a heart. The Diviner, divine timing and evaluation. We have 26, or the number 8, Recovering Heart. Step onto the road to deeper healing. And we have 25, or the number 7, with Remorseful Heart. Forgive and move ahead. We have number 7 with the Lovers. Affirmation, I attract love, abundance, success, happiness, and fulfillment. This is the Intuition Oracle, so you use your intuition. What you will see here that might confirm something in your intuition. The Lovers. I attract love, abundance, success, happiness, and fulfillment. So we have 777. You guys might be seeing 777 here. And then 8. All right. So we have the sun here, divine masculine energy. The sun, Leo energy coming through. We have spider. This is earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, heavy creative energy. So I am getting a lot of water energy as well from this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. We have Scorpio, yes. Investigate, number 8. Okay. 2 8s. 8 8, Scorpio energy. 4th house with home, 42. Number 6. So we have 6 7 8. Succession here in the cards numerically. And the 4th house is about roots, family, and home. It's emotions, foundations, mother, femininity. All right. We have solar calm, more sun energy coming through with clarify. Another 7. So 7 7 7 7. 4 7s. Wow. The 7th house is all about relationships, contracts, partners, equality. We have balance. We're just talking about equality here. Balance, Libra energy coming through. I'm also getting heavy crown chakra energy from the purple here, or the indigo. We have clarify of belief with number 1. Clarify of belief, another butterfly coming through. Put that where you can see it. We have the maiden here, number 8. So we have 3 8s now. 4 7s, 3 8s. The maiden. Put that there. Hope you can see it. We have the kangaroo. And we have the moose. Okay. I'm going to pull tarot in a bit, but right now we'll just pull the energy as I see it. I want to make sure that this is all in frame and you can see. Perfect. Okay, so just give me a bit here because there is quite a bit coming through. What does this person want to say to you? What's so significant here? Okay. It's with a heavy heart this person is communicating this to you. What this person wants you to know is that they're making a decision here for themselves. And this decision is something that comes with a very heavy heart here, because I feel like this person feels like they're incapable of creating something with you. And that there was a choice to be made here in this connection that both of you guys had to decide and come clear about, to choose each other or choose this connection. This person feels like you chose something else, or just didn't get clear, or didn't, for whatever reason, there was something else here that was more aligned with what was supposed to happen in your life. And so this person can see this as something that was destined to happen here. And so with a heavy heart, this person is extending forgiveness and understands that whatever heaviness or sadness that they feel here is something that maybe you're incapable of doing anything different than what you have done, but that this has led to this person having to take action here. And I do feel like this person is finding balance outside of this connection, finding what's going to bring them happiness, finding what they can and who they can work with here, because I feel like this person wants happiness. I feel like this person wants to create stability. I feel like this person wants to walk into certainty. And I feel like this person has taken some time to gain this understanding. I feel like this person's taken some time to get into their own and to accept the fact here that maybe things weren't aligned in the way that they were supposed to be aligned at this time. So I do feel like this person is making a quick move away from this connection, and that whatever obstacles were here were too big for them to overcome, or that there was an obstacle here on your side that you couldn't overcome in order to come together here. So this person feels like if they were to stay, they would kind of get burnt here. And so I do feel like this person's kind of graduating or ascending from someone who might have been a little naive or a little more trying to give the benefit of the doubt here in extending themselves. But I feel like this person understands that there's only so much that they're able to do here in this connection on their own. And so I feel like this person understands that they've had to heal throughout this connection and their experience, but they also see that there's something here that you're needing to heal or resolve within yourself before you're even able or capable of being someone here who they could work with. And so I do feel like this person feels like this connection could have been very one-sided here, and I feel like this person is releasing this connection. I feel like this person wants to find peace. I don't feel like this person is bitter or angry in any way, although I do feel like this person feels like you're quite guarded or protective here of your decision. And I do feel like if you press this person, I feel like they're going to be quite protective and guarded about their decision here, because I feel like their first instinct now is to protect themselves and move forward. And there is a heaviness here of a sort of a disappointment in not being able to create. But I feel like this person took some time to think about if they were to stay as things were, I guess, in this connection, would that lead them to happiness? Would this lead them home to happiness? Or would getting empowered to find something that is more aligned, that is more clear, stable, that they could work with to create something? Because I feel like home, stability, family really matters to this person. And this person understands that it's time here for them to do something. And so I feel like this person at some point was very connected to you or tied to you, and very controlled by this connection, or controlled to their emotions of how they felt in this connection. So much that I feel like they felt like they were in the dark. And I feel the darkness consumed them. I feel like the pain consumed them. And so I feel like this person is choosing to step out of pain. I feel like this person wants to have fun. I feel like this person wants stability, but also wants something reciprocated here that's in the same energy of them, that is clear, stable, out in the open, that doesn't hurt, that is fun, that's done healing, that's recovered, that isn't maybe in an energy here of choosing things that might not matter so much. Because it's kind of more of a materialistic choice, or like I don't know, like with all that glitters, it's like they feel like you've been led, or you're learning the lesson of what matters, and that you might not have fully understood what matters here. But I don't see as this person seeing that as something that they're able to convince you or talk you out of, or that they're judging you so much as understanding that to be your experience and that divine timing is not aligned with you and this person at this time. So let's see some more. What does this person want you to know? I mean, they're telling you here that they don't want you to be, I don't know, like just understand why it is that they're moving forward here. But I think you might already understand that, especially in this energy, if you were someone who was incapable of maybe showing up for this person, this would not surprise you so much. Spirit, what more does pile number 3's person want pile number 3 to know? What is this significant message all about? 2 more. What is this profound, significant message pile 3 is wanting pile 3's person is wanting pile 3 to know? 10 of Pentacles. This is long-term stability. This is also home, family. I feel like this person is a family person who might have wanted a long-term commitment, vision of the future. And I feel like it didn't come, or you didn't decide this, or you were too distracted with other things here that this person feels like you prioritized, which didn't quite matter to them at this point because of timing here. So death, Scorpio energy, which I was feeling here. I feel like, yeah, and we have here too. So Scorpio, very heavy here. But I feel like there's huge transformation here in this person with the butterflies twice that we saw. I don't know where I saw the other butterfly. I thought we saw another butterfly somewhere. Anyway, transformation. Oh yeah, here. The spiritual transformation. Not... once you transform into a butterfly, you cannot go back. So I feel like this person is not capable of staying in the same energy here, because I feel this person's already transformed, or whatever was playing out, I feel has played out already. Like this person is in a different energy here with the death card. So the Empress in reverse, I'm going to read them as they come out. Taurus energy, divine feminine energy, 5 of Cups in reverse, Strength in reverse, Leo energy, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Cups, Justice, Libra energy, imbalance coming through again with the scales, 4 of Swords, and the 10 of Wands. Okay. This person is showing here with the 10 of Wands. This is a very heavy, heavy burden where we just can no longer go on. Okay, so I feel like your person was very much burdened in this connection with their desire to have stability, commitment, and a long-term vision here, that I feel like it was a heaviness that they carried in their desire of what it was that they wanted to manifest here. That I feel like this person has reached the point here where, despite the unconditional love, because I feel a very beautiful loving energy here, I feel like your person is withdrawing. I feel like your person is removing themselves here. Okay, because I do feel like your person has been looking at this situation for a long time in sadness and possibly regretting what has happened here, and maybe how much of a burden that they've had to carry here. And I feel like your person wants to get out of here, out of this sort of a state, which has led to their transformation here. Because I feel like this person felt very much out of their own sort of control. Like they felt in the darkness, they felt controlled by this connection. And I feel like this person has had to find their courage and their strength in order to move forward. But I feel like this person sees you as someone who maybe was loving and who maybe did care emotionally here about them. Because Knight of Cups is the knight in shining armor here, showing love. But this person feels like when it came to a long-term practical offer here of commitment, it never came. And this is the only thing that would find balance for this person in this connection. For them to find balance in this connection. So I think your person has taken a long time in reflecting. But I feel like they're sitting with this truth, this understanding of what is more balanced for them in a practical way. What would this offer look like? And so I feel they're hanging on to this truth, but I feel like there's been a lot of pain with the 3 of Swords here, because the first thing I mentioned was with a heavy heart, this person has to be honest. With a heavy heart, this person has to be true to themselves, no matter how heavy. And so I feel the heaviness here is in them wanting some offer in a practical way to find balance in this connection for a long term that never really happened. Yes, it never happened. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It's like watering the garden or the stability. The palm tree is very, very stable. That's, again, long-term commitment, stability. There was nothing here watering the long-term vision of this, giving it stability. So I feel like if you know that you chose something here that was more aligned with what you were supposed to choose, then, you know, this person really had no choice here but to free themselves here in some way. So let's see. Spirit, am I getting this? Is there anything else here that I'm missing or that pile 3 is needing to know? Like I said, this certainly could be your energy. Okay, if that's the case, your person could be elsewhere. But let's see. What more is pile 3's person want them to know? What more? What's this significant message that pile 3 is wanting, or pile 3's person is wanting pile 3 to know? What is this message? What else am I not communicating here that pile 3 needs to know? Thank you so much. 10 of Pentacles again. Yes, something about long-term stability this person really wants. Family. Leaving a legacy, building something. Two families coming together for the long-term commitment. Death coming out again. Scorpio energy. Spiritual transformation. Clearing the old. What doesn't serve? So that they can make way for the new. This person is choosing the new, and I feel this huge spiritual shift in this person. King of Swords. Air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. King of Wands in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. Oh my goodness, all the kings here. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. King and Queen of... Oh, we don't have the King of Pentacles. We only have the... Okay, that's exactly what the issue is here. And the 4 of Wands in reverse. Okay, lots coming through. So, the King and Queen of Pentacles, mother, father energy, which talks about home. Commitment, stability. A father is committed and... it serves here. Okay, so I feel like that's the only king that's missing, and that was the king that this person wanted. This person did not want a whole bunch of everything else. I think that maybe you were willing to offer this person without there being a long-term commitment, and so I feel like you were unable to come together with this person. And maybe this person wanted marriage. Certainly this person wanted commitment. Maybe this person wanted a family. Maybe this person wanted a child, but I feel like whatever would formalize and give a long-term stability to them was not coming. And so I feel like this person understands that in order for them to do this, they have to be independent and they have to gain in their own courage and strength. And that they need to step outside of this and detach and make themselves available to this, because this is the only logical way that they're going to find it, despite how they feel or how you feel here. And this person also feels like this person does feel like you didn't... This might hurt, and I don't know, because again, messages come through pointed, but you didn't love them deep enough or want it bad enough in order for this to happen. And that you potentially were driven more by your logic here than your feelings for them or your desire to make something happen here with this person. But I feel like this person was driven more by the commitment and the long-term plan here that they want. That didn't happen. So I do feel two people on two different pages. And I'm going to read final message here then. What is this final message? What's pile 3 needing to know then in regards to what their person wants to tell them? I don't think they told you that their plan here is to move away. Maybe they are coming forward with this, but I feel like this obstacle is too big for them to ignore. And they felt like you were very fixed in your position, not wanting what they wanted. And that it was just too much to overcome, like too much for them to keep carrying on the way that they're carrying on. So if they're in this connection, I don't feel this person feels they can carry on. Okay, Knight of Wands in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And the Hierophant. And the High Priestess. And the Four of Cups. And I will pull one more. Final message, Spirit, from pile number 3's person. This one went flying, which is the Eight of Pentacles, and I am feeling this one with the Empress in reverse again. And we have Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And under that, we have the Moon. So Moon's all about subconscious fears and not seeing things clearly, illusion. So I feel like this person is coming through here with a message to communicate to you how significant and profound and what it would mean to them to get an offer here of planting a seed for a solid offer of commitment for a future potential here that they feel never came when it comes to what they value. And I feel like what they value is family, home, tradition with the Hierophant. Okay? And you couldn't offer this. You didn't move forward with this because you didn't want it, and you were too focused on something else here that mattered to you. And so what matters to this person is to find balance and to find a partnership of give and take here that they couldn't see in this connection. Although intuitively, I feel this person had an understanding that potentially this could have been the one, but intuitively they know that they want one thing and you want another. And intuitively, they also know that in order to find balance, they're going to have to come out of this connection because this person feels rejection when it comes to what they want and you not being able to provide it. And so they can either stay around and continue to feel like they're not being offered something and continue to feel rejected, or they can put the energy and the effort towards what they actually want to see for themselves, what they actually value, what they want to commit to. So I feel like this person's removing their love here, okay? I mean, it's there. You can't really remove love, but I feel like when it comes to maybe being available and open and seeing past all this and remaining in some energy of giving, of love, I feel like this person is withheld here because they want to find balance. And they don't see this here. And it's driving them, yeah, to have a new beginning, to go explore somewhere else. So massive transformation with this person, because I do feel like this person might have been in fears for quite some time and not seeing things clearly, being led by emotions potentially here. But I think this person's getting very certain about what they value, and I do feel like it's what they want here from you that you're incapable of giving to them or have not yet give to them. So they see this as if you wanted it, if you desired it, you would. And since you don't, then you don't want to. Okay? And that they can't sit here in heartbreak and rejection or what didn't work or what cannot work. The only way to get out of that is to put in effort towards what is going to work, because intuitively they feel like that is out there for them. But they can't hang around here in an energy of giving to a situation endlessly here, unconditionally, if there is no balance, give and take. So this is what I see here from this person. It's been a profound experience for them. Pisces, Taurus energy. Yeah, Taurus coming through and quite heavy. And more Pisces. So, and Scorpio. So this is what I see here for you guys, pile 3. I hope this resonated for you. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you soon. Bye.